Welcome back. New show, new show. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Mr. Midnight. This is Midnight Crypto, and today we're going to talk about Storj. Okay, so no beating around the bush. We're probably just going to dive right in. First thing I wanted to say is if you're new to the channel, welcome. Appreciate you being here. If you're a subscriber, thanks for coming back and listening to me rant and rave about crypto. You're helping my wife out so she doesn't have to listen to me talk to her constantly about it. So, all right, we're going to dive right in here. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And this is the Storj website. Make sure we're on the right thing. Okay. Storj website. I was talking in my last video, if you happen to catch it, I was speaking to the fact that sometimes, the next big thing, they're like, oh, it's right around the corner, but sometimes it's right behind you and it's something that's already out. Now, this is just my opinion. Other people may differ, but I think this is going to be pretty big. And I want to give a simple, before we get into the specifics here on the site, I want to give a simple explanation of like how I imagine, after looking into it, how I imagine it works essentially. So if you've ever seen the movie Willy Wonka, do you remember the character Mike TV? Okay, and he watched television all the time. So in the end scene, they send a huge chocolate bar through this machine. They take, through the air, through the cloud, let's say. And it breaks that giant chocolate candy bar into a bajillion pieces and then rematerializes it on the other end as a chocolate bar, right? So that's kind of how Storj works, okay? It's a decentralized cloud storage, which, when you think about it, is pretty amazing idea. Okay, so it takes your documents, okay, it encrypts them first, and then it breaks them into 80 different pieces, which are stored on different nodes, 80 different nodes globally. Okay, so in order for someone to hack that, first off, they would have to get into the system, and then they would have to try to piece together all those pieces of that document, and then they would have to break the encryption. Now, with all the, the ransomware attacks going on, where they're demanding Bitcoin, which I don't understand because Bitcoin is trackable across the blockchain, but, hey, criminals aren't that smart. But, having it broke up over those nodes could be, is quite a bit of security, and that could keep, instead of having all your information in, say, a cloud storage data center, run by Google or whoever. I'm not demonizing them. That's the technology, okay? Instead of it doing it that way, it's more spread out. Now, what I also find interesting is that you yourself can rent, essentially, your extra hard drive space on, say, an old computer or whatever. You can rent that out and become a node, and they will store their encrypted, broken apart documents and whatever it may be on your hard drive, and they pay you for it. Okay, it's not a ton, like you're not going to retire off it or anything, but it's a passive income stream, which I like. I like those things, okay? So you spend a little bit of money and some electricity, maybe even you want to kick it up a notch and buy like a 10 terabyte external hard drive, and just make, however much it is. We'll look into it. All right, now let's go down through we're not going to watch the video, sorry. Step 1, okay? Objects are encrypted. Storj DCS, Decentralized Cloud Storage, automatically encrypts all files before being uploaded. Your data is only in your hands and those you share it with. Now it has some question and answers. We're going to rock right through it like a little interview, okay? Can Storj see the data I store? No, files are encrypted, split into pieces, and stored on geographically diverse nodes, making the data breaches a thing of the past. That's what I'm saying. What kind of encryption is used? Every file is encrypted using AES 256 GCM symmetric encryption. This is standard on every file before being uploaded to our network to ensure no unauthorized user can access it. And why is this important? Only you should own your data. Absolutely. Okay? A file on Storj DCS can't be accessed without keys or permissions. Everything is encrypted before being uploaded, and your data can only be viewed by those who you grant access to. Can I revoke access privileges? Yes, you can. You have complete control over your data, and you can give and take away permission at any time. So say you have an employee and they retire, or you fire them, or whatever it is. You can take away their privileges, and now they can't access your sensitive material anymore. Okay, that's good. Step 2, encrypted objects are split into smaller pieces. So after the encryption, each object is split into pieces that are indistinguishable from any other object's pieces. This also gives your data constant availability. How many pieces do files get split into? As I was saying, each file gets split into 80 pieces, and retrieving a file only requires 29. Each of the 80 pieces is stored on a different node, all with different operators, power supplies, networks, and geographies. And basically, retrieving with only 29 essentially means that if there was like power outages on some of the nodes, it doesn't stop you from conducting your business. Since it's global, some area, maybe there's a big power outage in Texas or whatever, where where you're based or something. Well, obviously the power will be out, but you don't have to worry about, if you have satellite offices or whatever, they would still be able to access the information. Okay, that's pretty neat. Why split up the files? Splitting files yields unparalleled performance and durability. Our decentralized architecture offers improved out-of-the-box security and privacy for our customers, and enables more reliable performance than traditional cloud storage providers. Okay, so more security, more privacy, and more reliable performance. Now, those are their claims. Is it a fact? Possibly, quite possibly. We like to think of it as a completely new standard, is Storj DCS secure? We like to think of it as a completely new standard for data security. And I think that personally, I think the idea is a good idea for security. I mean, it makes it incredibly, incredibly hard to be hacked, okay? You don't have to trust us. That's just how it works. It's what we call trustless. We've taken trust out of the equation entirely. Now, that's true with most blockchain, okay? Most blockchains are built on a trustless system. Hence, think of it like nobody trusts each other. Everybody is not out for themselves, but covering themselves, okay? And that's, or all the linkages involved in the blockchain are all vetted, and everything has to be a certain way for things to be accepted, okay? I mean, that's basically standard. So we couldn't read your data even if we wanted to. If someone else wants to access your data, they would need to first constitute your file from the network. Already a tricky and complex task without strict authorization from our system. Then they would need to break AES 256 GCM encryption, which protects the world's most sensitive data and classified information. Essentially, they're saying it's not going to happen. Step 3, object pieces are globally distributed. Pieces of an object are then individually stored over a global network of storage nodes. An object is never in one place. Outages, downtime, data breaches are a thing of the past. Where are the nodes? Our global network is made up of thousands of nodes. Currently, over 10,000 nodes are being hosted in 84 countries. So they've already got a pretty big network going on, okay? How many nodes are files stored on? 80. We split each file into 80 different encrypted pieces, and each piece is stored on a different node. How are nodes selected to store an object piece? Nodes are chosen by reputation and local latency. Okay. We select reputable nodes at random, weighted by network diversity, then attempt to upload to a larger set of those selected nodes. The fastest nodes from this set are chosen to store files. Okay. Cool. Step 4, objects are retrieved when you need them. When you retrieve an object, only 29 of its 80 pieces are needed to reconstitute that object. With no central point of failure, your data is always quickly available all over the world. How many pieces are needed to retrieve a file? Obviously, it says 29. What happens if a node goes offline? One node going offline won't impact any files. Our network's automatic repair process reacts when too many pieces of any files are lost and repairs them within a very healthy margin of safety. Now, I don't know exactly what that means, but obviously they do. So there's also, if on the site here, you can look up how to become a node. Okay. Here are some of the systems that they're already integrated with. Fastly, FileZilla, FileBase, Node Dashboard, Duplicity, Backup for Restic. That appears to be a developer tool, excuse me. But it's an open source it's an open source code on this, so everybody can see what's going on. They also are still going through a lot of development, okay? I don't believe they've been around for a long time. We're going to go ahead and check out the charts on Storj right now. Hovering right around $1 at 97 cents. I believe the all-time high, this is on a 1-hour chart, by the way, the all-time high was around $3.90, something like that, and currently it's doing okay. It's doing, the same. It's had a lot of little breakout days, I will say that, and quite frankly, I think it's held up pretty decent over that. I'm sorry, we were on a 1-hour chart there. Now we're on the 1 day. I'll go ahead and blow it up real quick. So that heads back before the big dippage. But, it did come down, obviously. But, it's doing kind of the same sideways trading as everything else. No big deal. That's just how we're rolling right now. Oh, it decided to take me all the way out. No big deal on that either. Let's take a look at the markets real quick. No, those are just my favorites. Let's look at the USD. And as you can see on the 24-hour change, we still have a mixed bag going on here. Okay, a mixed bag. So-so. Let's look at Bitcoin. These are some swaps. Not so bad. Okay. That's pretty much it. I do plan on looking into becoming a node. And I thought that would be, a pretty fun little project that we could go through together. We could see how much money I make. I have a external hard drive that I could use very easily and just try it out. Also, big news. Finally, I have a date on the internet. It is coming. The wait is almost over. They will be here on Tuesday. It just took a little while longer because of the, the holiday and whatnot. And you know how it is. It's the cable company. So let's just be happy they're coming. Hopefully they show up early enough. But they are coming Tuesday, the 13th of this month. So live stream that night. be prepared if you're watching. There may be some complications since it'll be my first time, but hey, we're gonna do it to it, okay? Really, really do appreciate you joining me again, listening to me rant and rave. I hope you found some value in that. I like it. I really think that I think the idea behind it it's a good one. It's like that meme. It's like, that meme. It's like, hey, this is a good idea. Okay, so is it the next big thing? Well, as more companies are made aware of it, essentially, or utilization takes place. Excuse me, I was gathering my thoughts for a moment. Of course it's going to get bigger. Of course it's going to be bigger. And storage is not the only application out there like that. There's new ones coming online every day, but there's another couple big ones. This one I particularly like. I don't know if it's necessarily the best one, but I like it. Okay. I like it. I like the idea. So if you did like the video, please hit that like. If you really want to hear some more, hit the subscribe. I believe I have around 17, 18 different videos. I have some tutorials. I teach a few, easy fundamental tricks of the trade, essentially, so you could, expand your horizons, if you will. So, okay, that's going to do it. Tuesday. We're gonna kill it, guys. Okay, so I will probably have a nice little drink to drink on, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna talk about projects, and you could tell me all about the projects you like. Okay. All right, carrying on way too long, so I'll catch you in the next one, and I hope you have a really good day. And remember to, pet your dog or your cat or whatever. And, if you're a gentleman out there, maybe buy your wife or your lady friend some flowers. And, if you're a lady out there with your special someone in mind, go, whatever whatever your situation is, no hate here. All people, if there's someone in your life that you love, tell them, do something nice for them, okay? And let's leave it at that. I'm not trying to be weird. I just am weird, okay? So, all right. See you Tuesday, and have a good day. Bye, everybody.